In the prenatal vitamins market, AI systems are already shaping which brands expectant parents consider first. When someone asks an AI platform for the best prenatal vitamins or compares two brands directly, the answer often becomes the shortlist. That means recommendation position is now a commercial asset. The June 2026 benchmark shows a category where two brands are pulling far ahead, while many familiar competitors are appearing in answers without earning strong recommendation placement. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. The public benchmark shows a clear concentration pattern. Ritual leads the prenatal vitamins category with 42.2% valid recommendation coverage and $3.83 million in modeled monthly AI authority value. Nature Made follows closely with 38.1% recommendation coverage and $3.01 million in modeled monthly value. Together, they account for more than 20% of the total modeled monthly AI opportunity, which the benchmark estimates at $32.2 million. The next closest brand, Garden of Life, reaches 18.7% recommendation coverage. That is a meaningful presence, but it sits far behind the top two. This is recommendation compression in action. AI systems are reducing a broad category into a much smaller decision set. The most important pattern in the benchmark is the gap between appearing and being selected. Several prenatal vitamins brands show up in AI responses, but they do not consistently advance into the top recommendation positions. One A-Day appears in 16.2% of observations, yet earns a top 3 recommendation in only 7.7% of cases. SmartyPants appears slightly more often at 16.9%, but reaches the top 3 only 3.6% of the time. That distinction matters commercially. A brand can be visible in an AI response and still lose the buyer moment. If the brand appears in the middle or bottom of a list or as a casual mention, it may create awareness without creating preference. One pattern we repeatedly see at LLM Authority Index is that brands can look visible while still losing the buying moments that matter most. The benchmark focuses on 3 public high-intent clusters: discovery, brand comparisons, and pricing or value. In discovery prompts, where buyers ask what the best prenatal vitamins are, Ritual leads with a 37.2% top 3 rate. Nature Made follows at 30.2%. No other brand exceeds 8% top 3 in that cluster. In brand comparison prompts, where buyers evaluate specific options, Ritual and Nature Made again sit near the top, both around 31% top 3. Then there is the pricing and value cluster. These are decision stage prompts, such as asking for the best prenatal vitamins for the price. The benchmark assigns this cluster the highest commercial multiplier. Ritual leads here with a 35.6% top 3 rate. Nature Made follows at 33.5%. For leadership teams, this is the real lesson. Broad visibility is weaker than winning the prompts where buyers are actively deciding. The benchmark points to the public evidence layer behind the rankings. AI systems build recommendations from sources they can retrieve, verify, compare, and repeat. In prenatal vitamins, those sources include clinical studies and medical guidelines, official brand content, comparison articles from authoritative health publishers, user reviews, community discussions, and trust signals such as USP verification. Ritual appears to benefit from clinical citations, structured brand content, and community engagement. Nature Made benefits from long-standing pharmacy presence, USP certification, and broad clinical reference. Both brands also appear prominently in comparison content from major health publishers, which the benchmark identifies as an important source type for AI-generated recommendations. That is citation architecture. It is the public evidence system that helps AI models decide which brands deserve shortlist placement. The clearest warning sign in the benchmark is one a day. It is one of the most recognized vitamin brands in the United States, and it does appear in AI observations, but the benchmark shows weak conversion from presence into recommendation position. One A day appears in 16.2% of observations, earns top 3 placement in 7.7%, and captures only $561,000 in modeled monthly AI authority value from a $32.2 million category opportunity. That is the strategic issue. Traditional awareness does not automatically transfer into AI shortlist power. AI systems are not looking at brand heritage the same way a human buyer might. They are compressing public evidence into a ranked answer. If the evidence layer is weaker than the brand awareness, the brand may be listed without being chosen. For CMOs, founders, and growth leaders in prenatal vitamins, the benchmark points to a simple operating reality. You need to know where your brand appears, where it is recommended, and where it is losing recommendation position inside high-intent prompts. The teams that treat AI discovery as a measurable commercial channel will have a better chance of influencing shortlist formation. The teams that only track mentions may miss the gap until competitors have already taken the buying moment. If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.